read it in a magazine. Celebrities have won sympathy. All they do is piss and moan inside the Rolling Stones, talking about how hard life can be. Think I could solve them. Lifestyles of the rich and the famous. Take the lowest cash cards at home, just stop complaining. So real. Bro. I knew if I played the real one, I'd get copyright stricken. Copywritten? Okay, hold on. Wait. I don't need you to go out of this. Hold on. One more. We got one more song. The regular before we start work. Or before we start work, Jesus Christ. What? What are you laughing at, bro? We about to watch the press conference, bro. Hold up. Give me a few minutes.
Oh shit! Hi, it's me! I'm bringing it back with a capital B, I'm Barry! Built for tough, taking over the world just ain't enough. I gotta go fast, be fast, rise and grind, better be there, be square, buff and shine, yo! If you're gonna hit me, you had better hit me hard. Let's try something different. We hit the auto, gotti gelato. Put it on auto, talking gotti gelato. Mixed up the outro just to spin me up, ending mulatto. We hit the auto, gotti gelato. Back again after I went to work. If you can't tell, I make the beats that make the bitches twerk. I go blow to blow, I go toe to toe. While you're seeing red, I see indigo. Take two to the chest and one to the nose. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. Yeah, we'll see how it goes, bro. Think I need a couple hoes. They say the more the merry. I know I never do those drugs, but right now I'm with Barry, and I'm very well aware I shouldn't fuck her if she married. My life is just a dream, so I'ma fuck her like a fairy. And I spin that shit like right around the ring, around the rosy. Ain't no way she scream my name. I bet her neighbors fucking know me. All these drugs inside my system, tell the police fucking blow me. And the way we ran this shit, you think he's Shaq and I was Kobe, but shut up and listen, I don't wanna talk. Me and the money, we tying a knot. I keep on telling these bitches I'm never gonna leave them. I guess I'll be lying a lot. Tell me the shit that you do for the plot. Me and that hoe, we been through it a lot. I keep on smoking on something that's sticky, ain't never gonna stop. We hit the lotto, the gotti gelato. Put it on auto, talking gotti gelato. Mixed up the outro just to spend me up and eat mulatto. We hit the auto, gotti gelato.
All right. How do I do this? What's up, y'all? Did that go? Bro. Okay. A couple things before I do all this. Let me go to... Where's my stream at? This one, right? Okay. All right. Copy link address. Paste. Bro. This is so irritating every time I do this. All right, copy this. I don't know why my shit acting weird, but whatever. There you go. Hopefully I'll just get fucking monetized soon and then I don't have to fuck with this no more. So, welcome. Bienvenidos. Abby Blackbird's, what do we call it? What are we calling this? A live stream. Jesus Christ. Hello, my brain is done today, apparently. So we're gonna do this. We're gonna make this big. I need to do one more thing so we're ready. If I didn't just completely kill my computer because I just moved 7 things at once. So I have been binge watching real life street stars interviews with what's its name? Jaguar Right? Yes, Jaguar Right. And I've been binging, like they did me dirty, okay? You know why they did me dirty? Because look at this shit. Hold on, let me duplicate this. And actually, I guess I could just go to my shut the fuck up. Hold on. Real life, is it LIFE? Street STR. My fucking things. Anyways, this shit, bro. So I was like having to scroll back on my phone and find the interviews with her, bro. And then I realized that not even like a week ago, well, a little bit over a week ago now, okay? A week ago, they did a 22-hour, almost 24-hour marathon, okay, bro? Of the Diddy saga, Jaguar Wright, Gene Deal, Tokyo Tony, and what led up to the downfall. 24-hour marathon, bro. There's so much unnecessary so much like content that my like true crime heart is like so full and like it's overwhelming, so I don't know how I'm gonna finish it, but I need to. Anyways, I'm probably like, I think this is actually the one with the glasses was the last one I was watching, but I haven't watched any of this. So I'm about, in the 24 hours of content, I'm about 6 hours in, okay? 6 hours. That's what I'm saying, girl. 6 hours. That's so much content. So I'm trying, okay? And I kind of am thinking about doing shorts because, like, I mean, not to lie, it would be good for my channel growth, but it would also give me an excuse as to why I'm watching the content. Other than, I just like educating myself first of all, but it's something that's like interesting to me, something that I'm interested in, and I just want to know. So let me, God, I'm like hiccuping, excuse me. So let me, I'll put this in the chat so anybody else that wants it can have it, but it's a lot. It's a lot. So we're going to watch the press conference in Houston, Texas, apparently. I was kind of listening to a little bit of it, but they've got over 3,000 people that have contacted them so far. It's a lot of motherfuckers, bro. Like, that's a lot, okay? Let's just, what do we even compare that to? What's something that people know? Okay. How many seats in Rose Bowl? Rose Bowl. I guess you try that. $95,000 seats. I don't even know what the fuck to compare it to. What arena seats 3,000 people? State Farm Arena. Where the fuck is that? Is that like a hockey arena? Okay, images. Let's see. Okay. Is this the State Farm Arena? Let's look at State Farm Arena. There we go. A movie theater? No, not even that big. State Farm Marina, okay? One of these things full. Okay, this is a pretty big one, okay? State Farm Marina in Atlanta, Georgia has 3,000 seats. It's this many people, okay? It's a lot of fucking people. It's a lot of motherfuckers, bro. That's a lot of motherfuckers just calling, being like, yo, Diddy fucking raped me or whatever. Allegedly. Of course, because I'm not a horrible person. But, let's, I'll post this link too, so if anybody wants to watch the link of it. But, we're gonna watch this press conference. From the gist of it, like I said, 3,000 people. She kind of goes into, like, rape kits and how they're not tested. I have a lot of feelings about that. A lot of fucking feelings about that. Shaggy, the fuck you chewing on? Come here. Come here. Or did you just vomit? Hold on, you guys. Shaggy just threw up. I ain't gonna just fucking leave it there. Give me a minute. 1 second. Sorry. Shit, what did I... Actually, you know, I'll just let it sit here for a minute.
It's fucking whack. It's
be right
whack
back.
as shit. Because if it was your daughter, or if it was your niece, or if it was your little cousin, I truly doubt you would be so liberal with the shit that you're saying. And then there's the other side of that pancake. If it's cool with you, then that tells me every fucking thing I need to know about you.
Yeah. So let me ask you this about, because
Fuck
yes, they're
fucking
taking
noodles.
yeah,
Fuck all of that.
but
Fucking summer sausage.
right.
I hope somebody's summer sausage is you.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, it's just so funny.
All right,
because-
sorry. Okay, I'm back. I'm sorry. Sorry. Hey, Shaggy. Come here, weirdo. Sorry, my dog. I don't know. That was weird. I just got home, so I don't know if he's got an upset stomach or what. But let's watch this. See what happens. Thanks, Angelica, for whoever else comes out. Thank you, guys. And we're going to see what happens. So I'm going to put on closed caption because this is really fucking quiet for some reason. Why can't I hear it?
The process.
Okay, it's them, not me.
We like the tough cases.
We
thrive
like
in
the...
complicated
Hold on
cases.
1 second. We like the tough cases. Okay, sorry. Let me go back. Let me do this. Okay, if it's too quiet, let me know.
They speak as they speak. As many of you know, our law firm has been at the forefront of some of the most important litigation in the United States. We like the tough cases. We thrive in the complicated cases. We've handled over the last 25 years some very big and very important cases. I believe that this one may surpass them all.
Yeah, you don't
There
say,
are many
dude.
facets to this. The conduct we will describe today occurred over more than 20 years.
Yeah?
There are many people and many entities involved. And we're going to follow this evidence wherever it takes us. We will find the silent accomplices. We will expose the enablers who enabled this conduct behind closed doors. We will pursue this matter no matter who the evidence implicates.
He just single-handedly conglomerated a whole nation of attorneys just for sex crimes. Who? Diddy? Is that what you saying? I'm gonna put the desktop audio just a little bit higher so you guys can hear it. Let me know if it's too loud.
These brave victims who have stepped forward deserve nothing less. The biggest secret in the entertainment industry that really wasn't a secret at all has finally been revealed to the world.
Yeah.
The wall of silence has now been broken, and victims are coming forward. Our team has had at this point more than 3,285.
Know this Busby guy? Bro, I hope my dog not eating again. He just got sick. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
5 individuals contact us with people claiming to have been victims
Hold on.
has finally been revealed to the world. The wall of silence has now been broken, and victims are coming forward. Our team has had at this point more than 3,285 individuals contact.
Holy shit. That's a lot of motherfuckers, bro. That's a lot of people, dude. Okay, hold on. Let's see. Calculator. I need the calc. I need the calc. Okay. Okay, so let's say you said 3,285 individuals. There's 365 days in a year. No, Jesus fucking Christ. Okay, hold on, let me do it again. 3,285 divided by 365 equals 9 years. That's a person for every day for 9 years. Now, let's see. There's 52 weeks in a year. And let's just say 2 times equals that. So let's just say 104, right? Just for the weekends. We'll say for every Saturday, Sunday. 3,285 divided by... Shit, I forgot what the fucking number was. What was the number? 106 or something? 52 times... Nope. 52 times 2. Nope. 52 times... What was the fucking number? I forgot what it was. 52 times... Let's do 3. 156, which is almost half a year in days. No, that's a little less. 156. So let's do 3,285 divided by 156. That's 21 years of weekends. It's a lot of fucking time and a lot of fucking people.
With people claiming to have been victimized by Sean Combs. After vetting, we now represent 120 individuals who...
That's still a lot of motherfuckers. That's still a lot of fucking people.
Intend to bring civil claims in civil court against Sean Diddy Combs.
But they are.
As claims against many other individuals and entities that we will name as defendants as we file these individual cases.
Jay-Z may be safe from a federal case for now, okay? For now. But that motherfucker's got it coming soon. If not, he gonna be killed for it, bro. On God. Like,
And you should know, to the extent the clients feel comfortable, we also intend to make these individuals available to the authorities, specifically to the FBI. And you should also know a few of them have already...
I think this is a bit overdue, you think? Shit. I think 5 years ago would have been too fucking late. Who's a token black lady? Okay, is it bad that I had that same opinion? It's like, okay, come on. But I don't know, something about her dress is pissing me off though. She needs to fix her dress. Or pull her necklace down. Or pull her dress down. One of the two. Either way, they're coordinated and I think they look pretty at least. So that's cool.
Been spoken to by the FBI. Now, before we discuss the nature of the claims and claimants themselves, let me comment on the large volume of calls we have received since our first announcement. Even before the indictment of Sean Combs, we had received a small volume of calls and had screened a handful of cases. After the indictment of Sean Combs and the announcement that we were pursuing these claims...
Were they going to do cancel me? Yeah, but you have a lot more color in your skin when you look at you than me, okay? I'm very, very pale, even though I was outside a lot today, so if that counts for anything.
The floodgates opened. People who wouldn't otherwise, for a variety of reasons, are now stepping forward to make their voices heard and to pursue justice. But no, most of these people are scared. They fear backlash in their communities. They fear backlash in their own families. They are afraid of retaliation from the perpetrators and their associates. They are rightly afraid for their own personal safety. I expect that through this process, many powerful people will be exposed.
I'm a friend of the whites. Many powerful... You're distracting me, Mex. Okay, hold on.
Backlash in their own families. They are afraid of retaliation from the perpetrators and their associates. They are rightly afraid for their own personal safety.
I bet.
I expect that through this process, many powerful people will be exposed. Many dirty
Shit.
secrets will be revealed.
Good.
We know what
I'll keep you my dirty little secret. Don't tell anyone, but you'll be just another I'm so sorry.
potentially up against. And as is always the case in situations like this, when a celebrity is involved, people can be downright mean and nasty. You would be shocked at the length fans will go, no matter the evidence to the contrary, to defend celebrities they love. I mean, there's a reason for this word fans. They're fanatics. I've personally already been threatened multiple times on social media. And when I agreed to pursue this, I expected as much.
Jeez.
This isn't my first rodeo.
Woo!
But victims who step forward to have their voices heard should not be subjected to that kind of conduct.
Yep.
They should not be targeted. I want to say this, and I want to be clear about it. Although we are vetting each call as stringently as we can, I always start with a mindset that I believe victims. I believe victims because I understand the tremendous courage it takes to step forward. So if you're watching this, please hear me. If you're out there and you have been victimized, you are not alone. There is a great strength in numbers. You can seek redress. You can obtain justice. We can help you, and we will help you. That being said, as stated, we are vetting every call that we receive. We have had to turn away some. For each, we ask for corroboration. For each, we ask for the identity of witnesses. We also have collected pictures, videos, texts.
Oh no.
We check venues.
Videos. Oh man, that's rough. That's rough, dude. Ugh. Anybody else just got the heebie-jeebies from that shit? Ugh. That's wretched. That's wretched. Bro, it's just rough, bro. Like, I don't know how to put it other than that. It's just rough. 110%. It's rough. You feel me? Ugh.
We check dates. We want to corroborate that the claims being made have legitimacy and merit. We have on staff now a former detective from the Major Offenders Unit of Houston Police Department who is helping us vet each claim. We're using our common sense. We're being stringent because, as I said, these are not easy cases. They're very tough. The process is hard, and in some cases, the process is very lengthy. These cases are hard to prove. Many times it's the victim's word against the alleged perpetrator. Each of these victims will no doubt be publicly attacked by the alleged perpetrators, and in some cases, the general public. The feckless and cowardly keyboard warriors love to attack. We know what we're up against. We did not enter this fray blindly. I wish it was my last such fray. I wish this type of behavior wasn't so pervasive.
Sheesh.
But it is what it is, so we will press on. As I said, our law firms have been retained by 120 individuals at this point to pursue cases in civil court against Sean Diddy Combs. You should know, in this group, it is evenly divided between males and females. There are 60 males and 60 females who have joined us to pursue these claims as plaintiffs. In this group, 62% identify as African American, 30% are white, and the remainder are Hispanic or Asian. The victims are from more than 25 states.
How much? You say 60%?
There are 60 males and 60 females who have joined us to pursue these claims as plaintiffs. In this group, 62% identify as African American.
62%. So he's got at least 60 victims that are of African American descent. Let's just say 65. And then what did he say?
30% are white,
30%. So 65. So 60. You got about 65. You got probably about 30. No, little more than 30. So 35. Let's say 65, 35. 65, 35. 65, 90. Yeah. So you got about 65, 35. You got 90 to 10. So about 75 people.
The remainder are Hispanic or Asian. The victims are from more than 25.
That's crazy, dude. That's crazy. That's crazy. Well, I mean, there's many factors. You just put in men. Men report a shit ton less, especially gay men, or men who are assaulted by other men, especially if they're not gay men, and especially if they are African American. And then you go back from there, you have women, African American women report a lot less that, or unfortunately, their cases are taken a lot less seriously. And then you have all the other little things. You don't have a lot of money. You don't have the backing. You're from a type of, you're from lower income. You're from, you're popular as far as like being in the business and, the fucking going against, kind of like the R. Kelly dilemma when R. Kelly was finally going to court for his shit, Here's a lot of shit that goes into all that. It's fucking... Ugh, it just makes me feel gross to hear it. Like, it makes me sad, obviously, but it makes me feel gross that, like, people have to go through all that. It makes me upset. Hold on, I'm trying to go in my chat so I can see what you guys are saying, if you guys are saying anything. There's, like, a few people watching. This is just, like, my stream time right now, so... It is what it is. Oh, Marvelous. Hi! Only low-level celebs will be exposed. I say yes and no. I think if this goes to court and Jay-Z's on the fucking stand, bro, or he's like a fucking witness in the type of fucking where he has amnesty or whatever for now, his time will come. I don't know. After this, it's just,
States, the majority are from California, New York, Georgia, and Florida. I don't want to focus on the ages of these victims. When we talk about the ages of the victims when the conduct occurred, it's shocking.
I bet.
The youngest victim at the time of the occurrence was 9 years old.
What? Ah! Ah! Why?
We have an individual who was 14 years old.
I feel gross.
We have one who was 15.
I feel horrible and gross.
25 of the 120 individuals who are plaintiffs in these cases were minors at the time.
Oh, Jesus Christ. What is that, like 15%? That's still too many.
Of the acts complained of.
That's crazy.
The time frame of the acts complained of is very wide. The conduct at issue spans from the years 1991 all the way till this year, 2024.
Shit. Okay.
If you wonder why there are so many alleged victims, that's your answer. We're talking about more than 25 years.
That's not even a lot, though. That's not 25 years and there's only 120 victims. That's still not a lot. That's still not a lot, bro. That's still not a lot. That's still not a... Yeah, 9. He's not making it out for 2024. He's not making it out of prison. He's not making it out of prison. They work room? Yeah, you don't fucking say. What about his fucking kids, bro? Like, this shit has to go so...
Now, although most of the victims who have stepped forward were victimized after 2015, this has been going on for a very long time.
Wait, what?
This year, 2024. If you wonder why there are so many alleged victims, that's your answer. We're talking about more than 25 years of this type of conduct. Now, although most of the victims who have stepped forward were victimized after 2015, this has been going on for a very long time.
Ugh. What happened in 2015? Okay, 2014. Let's see what 2014. 2014 Diddy. According to various sources, 2014, Khloe Kardashian discussed attending a party hosted by Diddy in an episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashians. The episode, which aired August 2014, seemed to imply that the party involved nudity and drug use. Additionally, excuse me. Excuse me. Sorry, hold on. Okay. I'm back. Hold on. Jesus Christ. Sorry. Oh. Ashton Kutcher, can't tell that one either. I'm actually psyching through them. Diddy party stories. Man, that was some weird memory lane thing. Sorry. Who recalls the ship? Okay, we'll have to watch that at some point. Sorry, my throat is like... Okay, I'm good. I'm okay. Whew. Okay. Whew. Okay. It's crazy.
Now, when you think about the fact that some of this conduct occurred 25 years ago, and you wonder why would it take somebody so long to step forward, I want to remind you that many states in the United States have recognized that it's very difficult for a victim to step forward and to make these types of allegations when something very terrible has happened to them.
120 are recent. Well, 120 out of 3,258 people that have called. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. I don't want to cough into the mic, but I'm literally dying and I want to just be silent. So, God, hold on. Let me think real quick. Yeah, 3,000 over people that have called, just these people. That's not including probably people that are like testifying or in the fucking lawsuits or whatever. The federal case against Diddy itself. Sorry. And then, yeah, since 2015, you're putting that. So there's a lot of fucking numbers that are shuffling around right now. 120 is very small. 120 is very fucking small.
I'll use New York, the state of New York, as an example. And you wonder why would it take somebody so long to step forward. I want to remind you that many states in the United States have recognized that it's very difficult for a victim to step forward and to make these types of allegations when something very terrible has happened to them. I'll use New York, the state of New York, as an example. The state of New York has specific statutes in place that revive claims that are even claims that would typically be not able to be brought, that it revives such claims and they can be brought even 25 to 30 years later. Because there's a recognition there in New York and California and other states that it's very difficult for a victim to come forward. And I would respectfully suggest the only reason many of these people are coming forward because they see other victims coming forward. And it gives them some comfort that, hey, I won't be the only one. And I expect more victims will come forward. You know, there's an old saying, it says, a lie has great speed, but truth has endurance.
Amen. Ain't that the truth?
In these cases that we're going to file occurred primarily in New York, either Manhattan or the Hamptons, or occurred in California, primarily in Los Angeles, or in Florida, primarily in Miami. Most of these events and incidents occurred at parties, typically after parties, or album release parties, New Year's Eve parties, 4th of July parties, something they called a puppy party, a white party, although several of these events occurred at auditions. Many times,
oh no,
especially young people wanting to break in.
Danity Kane, no! Dude, Danity Kane is like a peak moment of my fucking childhood that went to shit. That just went to shit, okay? I want to know what happened. Tell me everything, okay? I need to know.
Into the industry were coerced into this type of conduct in the promise of being made a star or in the promise of having Sean Combs listen to their tape or even let them read for Sean Combs. You should know that Some of this behavior occurred at well-known venues in New York City. Some of this behavior occurred at private residences of people that we all know.
Whoop.
Some of this behavior occurred at hotels that we're all familiar with. You should know that more than 55% of the victims filed reported this conduct to either the authorities, that is the police, or to hospitals.
Sue them.
In the process of collecting with our team assistants, medical records, reports that were made to the authorities, and I've already said that some of the individuals in this group did in fact talk to the FBI.
Sue
You should know
them.
that several of the individuals, and when I say several, I mean many, who did in fact seek medical treatment were drug tested,
Shit.
and drugs were found in their system, weird drugs that you probably never heard of. One in particular that continues to
Juicy.
pop up is a drug called xylazine, or trank, which, based on our research, is known as a horse tranquilizer.
Okay. Got that special K.
Now, there's been a lot of reports that we're filing a class action. This is not a class action.
No.
Class action is when one or two
This
people
is a
file
civil
a case
lawsuit.
on behalf of a group of people. That's not this. These cases will be individual cases.
Shit.
Each case will live and die on its own merit.
Holy shit, dude. They are doing the Lord's work, okay? For those of you guys do not understand, okay? I'm not luckily doing a fucking sexual assault fucking case, but bro, I'm in the middle of a yeah, it's a lot of fucking 120 just people so far. Okay? I got in a car accident 2 years ago. July of 2022. And my case is just now going to, it's a lawsuit. They're filing the lawsuit last week or something. Okay. it's a family friend who is my, attorney. It's a insurance claim that I'm still dealing with. I'm not at a fault. They fucked up my car. I'm trying to get money for it because I've had to, had a lot of medical shit happened, a lot of fucking long-term pain, a lot of shit that fucking really sucks. Which, you know, everything happens for a reason. I'm where I'm at now. Everything's good. But the point is like, I want my car. I've had to have this shit-ass fucking car that I fucking hate. I want to be able to do that. Other things that I haven't been able to start living my life again, best of my ability, because I had all these things happen, including having to miss work, all these other things that I had to fucking deal with, right? And that's not this, okay? This guy's gonna go to a federal case, and then they have 120 civil cases. They're gonna fucking rob him dry, okay? And I'm interested to see kind of how he's allotted money to his kids if his kids make it out of this lawsuit. I have a feeling that some of them are gonna end up in court with him. Just a feeling. But it'd be interesting to see how this goes. Press play. Gonna take forever.
These cases will be filed individually, one plaintiff against whoever the defendants were involved in the case. Each case may be filed in one venue like California, another case may be filed in New York. One case may sue just Sean Combs, but multiple other...
Will the civil cases be live? I think it'll probably depend. One, depends on the victim. Depends if they'll file for, you know, a closed courtroom. Depends if the courtrooms even have cameras. You know what I mean? It's like on and on and on. You know how long these cases fucking take, Kokomo. That's what we see. That's just what we see. That's not even what we know or what can happen and what can't happen. I mean, so far, the Diddy stuff's been crossed off as it is. Like, there's no cameras in the rooms, whatever. You feel me?
People. One case may sue a range of people. I would expect most, though, to be filed, as I said, thinking or hoping, or perhaps...
Wait, what? Wait, why did it skip like that?
One case may sue a range of people. I would expect most, though, to be filed, as I said, thinking
Oh,
or
it just
hoping,
skipped weird.
perhaps,
Sorry, my throat.
believing that I may start naming names. Well, that day will come, but it won't be
Woo!
today.
Shit.
The day will come.
The day will
You
come.
name names other than Sean Combs, and there's a lot of names.
I bet.
It's a long list already.
I bet.
And of course, I already know who some of these individuals are, but because of the nature of this case, we're going to make damn sure that we're right before we do that. But the names that we're going to name, assuming that our investigators confirm and corroborate what we've been told, are names that will shock you. These are individual cases. There are indeed other perpetrators involved. They will be revealed when that particular individual case is ready to be filed. They already know who they are. And I'm talking here about not just the cowardly but complicit bystanders. That is, those people that we know watched this behavior occur and did nothing.
That's fucking disgusting. They not like us. They not like us. They not like us. Bruh. I don't know what was in Cat Williams' fucking whiskey, bro. I don't know what they put in fucking Kendrick Lamar's tea, bro. But whatever's fucking happening, whatever fucking juju juice that Jaguar's been fucking sipping on or fucking pouring out, bro. That's crazy. That's crazy, dude.
I'm talking about the people that participated, encouraged it, egged it on. They know who they are.
Bro, da 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 da.
I call them the facilitators of foul play.
That's legal talk for, they not like us. They not like us.
Participants in vile conduct. As we identify them, each will be part of this case as defendants. These defendants will not only include individuals, but would also include corporate entities who ultimately profited off of this culture and behavior. I'm looking at banks, pharmaceutical companies, hotels. We know that many
Johnson & Johnson. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay. I am funny at the end of the day.
of these individuals were paid cash. We know that many of these individuals involved, whether they were the ones being assaulted and abused or they're witnessing other people being assaulted and abused and then paid and threatened and told to leave. Typically paid 10 grand in cash and told to leave.
Holy shit.
And then threatened as they were leaving. So in addition to Sean...
Bitch, if you tell anyone I've been diddling, if you tell anyone that Diddy's been diddling, I swear to God, I'll find you, bitch. It's just crazy.
You should know the defendants in these cases we're going to file will include anyone, of course, who engaged in the assault or exploitation, anyone who participated in such in any way, anyone who encouraged or facilitated this conduct, anyone who was in the room and watched it happen but made no effort to stop it, any venue or venue owner who was aware of what was going on but failed to stop it, any individual or entity who knew about the conduct and benefited from it but did nothing to report it or stop it, and any individual or entity who covered it up or helped cover it up. These people who know who they are should just come forward now. I would imagine, as we speak here, there are a myriad of people who are very nervous. You can't hide skeletons in the closet forever. I would expect there are many people out there right now who are desperately searching their memories as they delete their texts and data. Now, although these are, in fact, individual cases, there is a common theme, an MO, if you will. Typically, the victim is lured into a situation where he or she is given a drink. Typically, that drink, reported by these victims, is apparently laced with something. Once that drink takes effect, the perpetrators perform all kinds of sexual acts on the victims, many times passing him or her around as other people watch and enjoy the show, and then leave the victim ashamed, confused, injured, and wondering what happened. When the victim reaches out, he or she is told not to say anything. Sometimes there are threats of physical violence or financial repercussions or bodily harm. The claims we intend to bring will include the following: violent sexual assault or rape, sexual abuse, facilitated sex with a controlled substance, false imprisonment, compelling prostitution, sexual misconduct, dissemination of video recordings, false imprisonment,
Jeez.
sexual abuse of minors. Given the large volume of cases, and given our other docket obligations, and given the fact that we want to be sure when we file these cases that they are fully vetted, I expect we'll start filing these cases against Sean Combs and other perpetrators within the next 30 days. Now, it's rare, sexual abuse, sexual exploitation, this type of activity is pervasive in our society, and it's rare we get a chance where we can really focus on this as a country and really focus on this about how pervasive this is and what we as collectively can do about it. So I thought I'd take this opportunity before I go into some of the individual cases and talk about some of the individual claims being made and so you'll get a sense of what this 120 people group looks like individually. I want to bring forward Carrie Paul. She's a national victim advocate who
Hell
helps
yeah.
victims, who have been victimized by this type of conduct. And she has some important words, and I hope you'll pay close attention. I think it's important that
Hello, I'm Carrie Paul with the National Victim Advocate. It's not easy for any survivor to come forward. Our culture doesn't believe survivors. It blames and questions them. Instead of showing support, many choose to enable abusers. The media runs stories asking why it took so long for survivors to come forward instead of asking what barriers exist. We also don't equip law enforcement with the ability to handle sexual assault crimes.
No, we don't.
Lack of funding translates to lack of training.
Yep.
We have officers in the field that don't know what to say to a rape victim.
Diddy going down, the big names will be redacted. Watch. Nope. I don't think so, dude. I just don't think so. Marvelous, did you see what I was talking about when I said, oh my god, hold on. When I said there's a video I was watching, it's 22 hours long, just about Diddy. The Tales of Time. 22 hours. And I've barely made 6 hours, okay? I have so much homework to do. So much. I'm thinking about just making it into shorts or into videos and just kind of like TLDRing them. But, we'll see. I still have to finish another edit of a video I said I would get done. I just want to fucking do it. It's a lot of editing and it doesn't matter. Anyways.
And also an alarming amount of backlogged, untested rape kits.
Yep. And the backlog. Me and the backlog is more donating than Creator Clash did last year. I think it was Creator Clash that we were making fun of. God, if any of you guys remember who I was fucking going at, but I did a whole thing where I was like, I literally donated to end the backlog, which we're never gonna get through this video. If you don't know, it's one of the first organizations I ever was interested in, and the backlog. Which hopefully, if I ever get this fucking channel monetized, I can do fundraisers. Rape kit backlog. If you look up each case, each state, untested kits, 13,000, almost 14,000. Okay. 2023, this bill would have mandated backlog kits to be collected before one. What does it say? Wow, that's actually fucking crazy. That's actually huge. Those are huge. I haven't been on this website in a few years, to be quite frank. Nevada, 489 tests. That's fucking great. That's crazy. That's actually fucking huge. Wow. Texas, 6,108. Let's see. Maine. Why is Maine? No reform test kits unknown. New York, unknown. Interesting. Louisiana, 630. That's huge. Those are huge. Those are huge numbers. That is way lower than what it used to be. People still want the dog cam. I got to get a webcam in general. I don't have one. Maybe this paycheck, maybe next paycheck. But I had a few. I don't think I have any of them. I had a few of them, and I don't know if I packed any of them when I moved. I'll go check. Give me a minute. Anyways, end the backlog. That's huge. They're actually doing fucking huge on that, because that's crazy, honestly.
Prosecutors are focused on what they can prove in a case, and if so, how to do that at time of trial. Advocates and staff are stretched thin with growing caseloads in the criminal justice system. Most people don't know how the criminal justice works in general. There isn't enough staff or resources to adequately explain the entire process to every victim and survivor. Our culture works against victims and survivors every day, and abusers know this. Abusers work themselves into positions of power, building a public image that is trusted and financially large enough to make people look away. Abusers are unfortunately very skilled at power and control, the foundation of abuse. They seek victims who are vulnerable, such as children, their employees, and their intimate partners, all who see a different version than the public does, all who rely on the abuser in some way. And for those that do come forward and aren't believed, face questions like, are you sure it happened that way? Were you drinking? What were you wearing? All of this creates an environment that enables abusers to continue abusing them and future victims. To the survivors that have come forward despite not being believed at some point in time, your courage is like nothing we have seen before. We thank you for coming forward for yourself and all survivors. And lastly, I want all survivors that are watching this to know we believe you and we support you. Thank you.
I want you now to hear from my co-counsel, Andrew Van Arsdale. We've created a sexual abuse hotline, and I want him to visit with us just a few moments about how that works and the kind of volume of calls we've received.
Thank you, Tony. Like Tony said, my name is Andrew Van Arsdale. I'm the managing partner of ABA Law Group. We have offices in California, Montana, and North Carolina. To build off of what you just so well said, it's very hard to come forward. And given what we've experienced the past 10 days is really unprecedented in my career, at least. We represent thousands of survivors of abuse, and never, ever in a 10-day period have we seen over 3,000 people come forward, or we've confirmed and decided to investigate and represent 120 people, while we're continuing to work through another 100+ cases to prove them up, to validate what had happened here, and to hold those that are responsible accountable. And so like Tony said, we've set this up. It's 1-800-200-7474. I have a team of people standing by literally. If you know that this happened to someone and you have information about it, please contact us. If this happened to you, come forward. There's attorney-client privilege here. What you tell us is in confidence. Yes, we'll have to go out and build your case, but we will protect you. And the other thing that I want to say is the pattern and practice of this, again, is unprecedented. Over 30 plus years of the same sort of events happening, people thrust into the circle reportedly, and horrible things happening to them as a result. And from talking to these people that have come forward these past 10 days, I can tell you unequivocally that because the federal government did what it needed to do and indicted this man, that they put him in jail and a judge kept him in jail, they tell me directly, this validates my feelings. For so long, I thought it was my fault. What is it about me that put myself in that scenario? What was I wearing at the time? What did I do to be subjected to such horrific treatment at these people that I was trying to trust? Well, we know now it was not your fault. You were victimized by a group of powerful people that operated for 30 plus years, taking advantage of their wealth and the power that they held within the music industry. So again, thank you to every single person that has come forward and contacted our office over the past 10 days. If you or someone you know suffered the same sort of treatment, please contact us at the number behind me and we will help you. Thank you.
I think it speaks to how important this issue is in the United States and frankly internationally, that we have reputable people here that want to provide kind of information that I think victims need to hear, witnesses need to hear, the public needs to hear. Let me introduce to you now Olivia Rivers from the Texas Association Against Sexual Assault, and let her visit with you a few moments about these types of cases.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Q Olivia Rivers. I am just served my 6th year as the board chair for the Texas Association Against Sexual Assault. I'm also the CEO for the Bridge Over Troubled Waters, which is a local rape crisis center here in the Houston area. So thank you for being here as we address these heinous crimes. Sexual assault is not just a crime of violence against the body. It's an assault on the very essence of human dignity and safety. It shatters lives, it destroys confidence, and all too often, it leaves survivors feeling like they are voiceless, isolated, and vulnerable. The reality for many survivors is that coming forward to report their assault is one of the most difficult and daunting tasks that they will ever have to do. And for some, it may take days, months, or even years to speak up, if they ever do. The reasons for this have been mentioned, but include the fear of being disbelieved, being blamed or judged, and of course, retaliation. The trauma of the assault itself being compounded by the trauma of the criminal justice process.
Okay, hold up. Sorry. I'm not gonna lie. I had to go to the bathroom. Yes, it is not your fault. Yes, people should not be victim blamed. Yes, I'm sure it's a lot of fucking cases, said man from California. Yeah.
Victims need to hear, witnesses
That's my commentary.
need to hear, the public needs to hear. Let me introduce to you now Olivia Rivers from the Texas Association Against Sexual Assault, and let her visit with you a few moments about
What is her
these
thing?
types of cases.
What is it?
Introduce to you now Olivia Rivers from the Texas Association Against Sexual Assault.
Texas Association Against Sexual Assault? What do they do?
And let her visit with you a few moments about these types of cases.
Thank you.
Well, that's
Good
cool. They
afternoon,
have
everyone.
one
My name is Q Olivia
victims advocate and 2 also somebody that's from this type of organization. That means they have the right people working alongside of the legal system, because the legal system can be so fucking cruel to fucking victims, dude, and it be so fucking crass to victims that obviously are victims, so they should be treated that way.
Rivers. I am just served my 6th year as the board chair for the Texas Association Against Sexual Assault. I'm also the CEO for the Bridge Over Troubled Waters, which is a local rape crisis center here in the Houston area. So thank you for being here as we address
Also,
these
Marvelous, can you type? I unhid you. Add as moderator. You're a managing moderator now, so if it's still... I unhid you, so you should be fine. Sorry.
heinous
I press
crimes.
buttons.
Sexual assault is not just a crime of violence against the body. It's an assault on the very essence of human dignity and
Okay,
safety.
I'm gonna speed her up
It
a little
shatters
bit.
lives. It destroys confidence, and all too
Thank
often,
you. We
it leaves
understand
survivors
how
feeling like
we understand how rape crimes work. They are awful and obviously last forever and ever and ever. Thank you. Jesus Christ. Did you guys know that rape is bad? Did you know that the scars never go away? Did you? Sorry, it's just.
they are voiceless, isolated, and vulnerable. The reality for many survivors is that coming forward to report their assault is one of the most difficult and daunting tasks that they will ever have to do. And for some, it may take days, months, or even years to speak up, if they ever do. The reasons for this have been mentioned, but include the fear of being disbelieved, being blamed or judged, and, of course, retaliation. The trauma of the assault itself being compounded by the trauma of the criminal justice process, where survivors must relive their experience in order to seek justice. And these feelings and fears are further exacerbated when the allegations are against prominent figures.
I'm innocent. Marvelous. Marvelous is innocent. He didn't do it. He didn't do no DIDDY crimes, okay? Not today, not tomorrow.
In the entertainment industry or Hollywood. Cases involving powerful figures often attract significant media attention, which can deter victims from coming forward due to fear of public exposure or scrutiny. The intense focus on these
Shit. Ain't that the fucking truth?
high-profile cases can make survivors feel that their personal lives are being put under a microscope, causing further emotional distress. These allegations mentioned here today, as reported, reflect deeply troubling claims that deserve thorough investigation, and no individual, regardless of their stature, is above the law or public accountability. Sadly, the statistics paint a very disturbing picture. According to the National Sexual Violence Resource Center, 1 in 3 women and 1 in 6 men will experience some form of sexual violence in their lifetime. In the U.S. alone, there are approximately 463,000 victims of rape or sexual assault every year, and these numbers barely scratch the surface, as sexual violence remains one of the most underreported crimes. But the numbers that follow tell an even more troubling story. Only about 23% of sexual assaults are reported to law enforcement. Of
23%. That's still so fucking low, dude. That's crazy.
those, just 5% lead to an arrest. And
That's crazy. That's crazy numbers. You know why? Let me tell you why, okay? Let me educate the 2 people watching my stream right now. Sex crimes don't make money. It don't make anybody fucking money. If anything, it just costs money and costs time and costs fucking pain and costs a lot. A lot. Probably costs significantly more mentally, emotionally, and physically than it ever would fucking financially. But, shit, bro.
even fewer, less than 1% of reported cases ever result in a conviction, which is a devastating gap between the crime and the justice that survivors deserve. I want to briefly focus on our state here in Texas. According to the Texas Association Against Sexual Assault, 6.3 million Texans, men and women, will experience some form of violence.
What?
That's every 2 minutes someone is sexually assaulted.
Oh. It's true, though. Sadly, you're right. Yeah, no, I know. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. Sorry, that's a lot of fucking numbers. It's not a lot of numbers, but it's a lot of fucking numbers.
Meaning, during the course of this press conference, around 60 individuals will forever be changed by this violence. And those are just a few of the victims. Obviously, this is unacceptable. We cannot allow this cycle of silence and inaction to continue. We have to create an environment where survivors feel empowered to come forward, where they are met with empathy and respect and support, not skepticism and blame. We have to ensure that our legal system is equipped to handle these cases with the seriousness they deserve, and that survivors have access to the resources that they need beyond the legal courtroom. We have to address the root causes of this epidemic. Prevention, awareness, and fostering environmental respect,
She's right.
consent, and safety are non-negotiable values.
Well, consent is a good one, to be fair.
Additionally, support for survivors has to be holistic. They have to have access to counseling, medical services, legal advocacy, and of course, community support, regardless of whether they choose to report or not. To every survivor who has come forward, your bravery is an inspiration. To those who are still grappling with their decision, know that you are not alone and that your voice matters. Your story matters. We see you, we believe you, and we are committed to fighting for a future where sexual violence is no longer tolerated and where justice is not the exception, but the standard. Thank you.
Real.
I want to visit with you real quickly before we close here about some specific instances without disclosing the victim's name. You probably know that depending on the age of the victim, you can file these cases, these individual cases, under Jane Doe or John Doe. Each state is different in that respect. Typically, there is a balancing test, like the public's right to know the name of the victim and plaintiff versus the confidentiality and the safety of the plaintiff. So we'll have to struggle with that with each one of these cases. Our intention, of course, is to, like we always do, file these cases under a pseudonym until the court tells us otherwise. But
That means
let me
Jane or
share
John
with
Doe.
you a few, just kind of give you a sense of the kind of cases and the kind of instances that people are calling and reporting that we are trying to corroborate, vet, and these are the ones that we've already corroborated, vetted, and collected evidence on. One individual who was 22 years at the time she was assaulted said that the typical MO at one of these parties that have been widely discussed in the press was that when you were handed a drink, and now we know that the drink is laced with something, if you refused to drink it, you were kicked out of the party. Now let that sink in for a minute. I mean, the admission to this party was that you had to drink the chosen drink that was handed to you, and now we know that in most cases, I would say 90% of the cases, these individuals were drugged with some sort of drug. That was kind of the MO. Another instance, this individual who was 9 years old at the time was taken to a audition in New York City with Bad Boy Records. Other boys were there to audition as well. All of them were trying to land a record deal. All of them were minors. This individual was sexually abused, allegedly by Sean Combs and several other people at the studio in the promise to both his parents and to him himself of getting a record deal. Another instance, another minor, told allegedly by Sean Combs that he would make him a star, but he needed to visit with him in private about it, away from his parents. Once they were in a private area, allegedly Mr. Combs made the victim
That's bad.
perform oral sex upon him.
Hey, Puddle Sucker, how are you, hon? Thanks for coming by.
Another incident, an individual 15 years old at the time, flown to New York City to attend a party, was drugged, and then taken into a private room, allegedly.
Diddy abused multiple women, better send $50 billion to Israel immediately. I don't think that's how that maths, to be quite frank.
In the presence of Mr. Combs, where this female individual, minor, was raped, and then other individuals took turns.
Whatever
raping
happened
her.
to that girl group Dream? There was a girl group Dream? I'll have to look that up.
Another individual, 26 at the time of the occurrence, was picked up by, allegedly, by Mr. Combs and several other people in a black SUV from the
There
airport.
was a girl group. Oh, yeah. Was that after? That's a lot of teenagers. Oh, my God. Ugh. Dream was okay. Hold on. Dream was an American sexualization group signed with rapper Puff Daddy's Bad Boy Records label to release their studio album. It was all a dream. The album precedes single "He Loves You Not," which peaked Billboard 100. Conflicts with their label. Their second studio album, Reality, did not see widespread release, and the group disbanded. Dream briefly reunited in 2015 and released a single, I Believe, the following year, disbanding once more. Ugh, God. Okay, well, talent scout Debbie Fontaine selected Holly Blake Arstein, 13, Melissa Schumann, 14, Ashley Poole, 13, Alex Chester, 13, 4 teens from California to comprise a girl group called First Warning, which was later changed to Dream. The group auditioned. Sean Combs subsequently signed. God, I just, The single group album was not successful. Video hit #1 on TRL. And an alternate song. Yeah, I'm sure it was paid to be there too. This Is Me. He Loves You Not. I don't know any of this. Are you older than you? You must be older than me. Open for Destiny's Child, NSYNC, and Nelly. They were featured in a segment of MTV Cribs. Play Along Toys released Dolls of the group in 2001. Yeah, that's like way before my fucking time, dude. I only know Danity Kane, and those were adults. Ugh. So. Hey, Nem. You should watch reactive body cam footage of minorities getting arrested. That'd be fire. Oh, God. Jesus. They were Bad Boy Records, yeah.
Was given one drink in the SUV and then literally woke up the next day not knowing what had happened, but with pain and damage to both her vagina and her anus, where she then went to the hospital. She was missing her underwear and her shoes. Another instance, an individual, this time not a minor, attended a group dinner, allegedly with Sean Combs in Miami. She wasn't drinking because she was pregnant, but whatever she drank at the table, apparently, at least according to her, was laced with something. She blacked out, and she woke up in the same bed, again, allegedly, with Mr. Combs in his mansion in Miami. Her vagina and her anus were torn and sore. And I could go on. I mean, literally, you're sensing a theme here. It's the same theme, and it all involves some sort of drug. One instance, an individual who was 20 years old at the time was asked to attend, just saw her on the street, asked to attend a party in a hotel. She was flattered, went to the party, was given one drink and doesn't remember anything else. Ultimately, was so messed up, went to the hospital where they found cocaine and this horse tranquilizer in her blood system.
I love that they don't know what we'll call it Special K is. Okay. Everybody in Braves knows what Special K is.
I want to give you a quote from a very young man who told us over the phone about his experience and all the things that happened to him. He says allegedly at the hands of Sean Diddy Combs and his friends in the effort to try to sign a record deal. This was kind of what he was told he would have to do. His quote is, "Had he not been in power, I feel like I could have been something great. I quit the industry because of what Sean Combs did to me." And that's really what it comes down to. We are pursuing this, asking you to support this effort, to encourage witnesses and victims to come forward and bring your evidence so we can continue to break down this wall of silence and we can continue to have these stories heard. This is the beginning of what I hope to be a national dialogue. This type of sexual assault, sexual abuse, and sexual exploitation should never happen in the United States or anywhere else. This should have never been allowed to go on for so long. This conduct has created a mass of individuals who are injured, scared, and scarred. If you are one of those individuals, we ask you to reach out. If not to us, to someone you trust. If you are someone who witnessed any of these events, we ask you to reach out. Your name can remain confidential. With that, I'll take a few questions, not many, maybe two, but if you have a question, I'll be pleased to try to answer it. Perfect.
How many minors are making accusations in total, and are the feds aware of the allegations of minors in the case?
I don't know what the feds are aware of. Okay, but I do know it's 25 out of this 120.
And Tony, are
But I will say this to that point. We welcome the FBI or any authority who wants to come to us, and we're going to make that available to these victims because I think that's important. My suspicion is, based on talking with these folks, is that the FBI is just not aware of these people. The FBI has talked to some of these folks, and I'm going to try to encourage the victims to, in fact, talk to the FBI because I think they have some very important things to say.
Tony, were all of the children auditioning because they were musicians, or were any of them kids of employees or anything like that?
Coke and Ket, yeah, exactly. Everything makes me think of her. Shut up. Pedal sucker, you fucking wild on that one. The miners love burning. Okay, all right.
All seeking either TV or some sort of music career with promises of, we're going to make you a star. Instead, basically did things to them such that they don't want to have anything to do with the entertainment industry ever again. All right, guys. Thank you very much for your attention. We're going to go now. Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Do you anticipate any Houston cases? Any filed here?
Locally, yeah.
There's a few plaintiffs here, but I don't anticipate filing them here. Probably in New York City.
That's a good question. Beautiful. I mean, not for them or their buttholes, but rough. All right. Well, I feel informed. We can keep doing hopefully I'll keep doing it. Like I said, I kind of have ideas about catching up on this stuff, like I said. This fucking saga and making content out of it, possibly. But, it's a lot of saga, so we'll see. But, otherwise, if you guys want the link to the saga stuff that I'm talking about, yeah, it is fucking rough. Sex crimes, especially sex crimes against fucking kids, especially kids that are minorities, is fucking intense and insane and rough and should not ever happen. Otherwise, stupid. Puddle sucker, you're fucking crazy on that one. So yeah, I linked what I've been watching. Like I said, I'm only like 6 hours in, to be honest. If you guys want to go watch something, I don't fucking know who is all streaming right now. Oh my God,
I hope that none of us forgot.
I don't care, lady. Okay. Who's streaming right now? That I give a fuck about. Here we go. Sunday streaming. I know there's all 3 of you guys here, but oh, he's making fun of Tyler. So, if you guys are interested, I'll link it here. Love you guys long time. And then let me go to my history. Play 8-bit Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous again, because I was fucking based. Lifestyles of the Rich and the Famous, always completed. Alright. Love you guys long time.